Near Little Rock, Arkansas on Friday was catastrophic. Dustin was at home with his brothers and father when the storm roared through.
I was in the living room. We was all doing something, and then we heard the wind, and then our dad, he immediately woke up from his nap and told us to go to the bathroom quick.
The weather blamed for 5 deaths in Arkansas, 3 in Indiana, and at least 1 in Belvidere, Illinois, after a roof collapsed during a concert at a music hall. Gabrielle Llewellyn was there.
There was a bunch of guys that, got a bunch of people that went over and they lifted the piece of the ceiling off of, whoever was under there.
At least 28 people there were hurt. President Biden Friday toured areas of Mississippi that were hit hard in last week's deadly tornadoes. He did not comment on the indictment of former President Trump. His arraignment's expected to take place Tuesday in Lower Manhattan. ABC's Aaron Katersky is outside the courthouse with more on what to expect.
We expect the former president to be driven in a motorcade here to court, go inside through a side door. We're still not sure he needs to be fingerprinted and photographed, but we're told he will not be handcuffed. He will enter court just like any other criminal defendant for arraignment, plead not guilty, and then it's straight back home to Florida to continue his campaign.
Sources familiar with the case tell ABC the former president's facing around 24 criminal counts, including felonies stemming from payments to adult actress Stormy Daniels in 2016. He says he did nothing wrong. In Rome, applause for the 86-year-old Pope Francis as he left the hospital where he'd been treated for a respiratory infection. He said he'll be present for Palm Sunday Mass tomorrow. And the women's college basketball title game is set. It'll be Louisiana State and Iowa. Iowa behind 41 from Caitlin Clark, handed South Carolina its first loss of the year. You're listening to ABC News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Vice President Kamala Harris wrapping up her trip to Africa with a visit to a farm in Zambia. She says Africa is paying a heavy price for pollution from more industrialized parts of the world.
The impact of the climate crisis is unmistakable and, without any question, in my mind, poses an existential threat to our entire planet.
She's calling for billions of dollars in private sector support for Africa. We're learning the identities of the 9 soldiers who were killed when 2 Black Hawk helicopters crashed during a nighttime training exercise in Kentucky.
As U.S. Army investigators work to figure out why the Black Hawks went down together on Wednesday night, crashing about 30 miles northwest of Fort Campbell, the Army is now releasing who is on board. One chopper had 5 soldiers, the other had 4. All were in their 20s and 30s. The youngest victims were Corporal Emily Marie Eve Bolanos from Texas and Sergeant David Salinas from New Jersey. Both were 23 years old. The oldest was 36-year-old Chief Warrant Officer Zachary Esparza of Jackson, Missouri. Alex Stone, ABC News.
The NHL's Nashville Predators will honor the 3 students and 3 staff members of the Covenant School who were killed in a shooting on Monday. Now, those honors will come during today's game, and the team will also wear the school's crest on its jersey for the rest of the season. This is ABC News.
If you own a small business, you've probably been hearing a lot about the ERC, how it's worth up to $26,000 per employee, how easy it is, you know the spiel. So why am I still talking to you about it now? Because many of you still haven't filed a claim, but Innovation Refunds can help you close the book on this thing. They're backed by one of those big CPA firms the corporations use, so they can determine once and for all if your business qualifies. And it's free to find out. Go to innovationrefunds.com. That's innovationrefunds.com.
Brian Clark, ABC News.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about his Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
Tom Green in the Blue Room. We have 63 degrees right now at WCAB. A high wind warning in effect from 8 o'clock this morning until 8 o'clock Sunday. Winds westerly 25 to 35 miles an hour, gusts up to 65 miles an hour. And that's in effect from 8 o'clock this morning until 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Weatherman's calling for rain showers, isolated storms, a high near 79 today. Clear tonight, low around 41. Sunday, sunny with a high 69. Clear Sunday night, low 43. Partly cloudy Monday, high 68. Monday night, partly cloudy, low around 50. Tuesday, partly cloudy, and a high 78. Wednesday, partly cloudy with light showers and a high near 81. And right now, we have 63 degrees at WCAB. We have these obituaries this morning, brought to you by Crow's Mortuary, Crematory Service.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Laura Jade Blanton of Rutherford passed away March 23rd at Children's Living in Charlotte. Services will be held this afternoon at 2 o'clock, New Bethel AME Zion Church in Forest City. Ulysses Miller Funeral Services, Porsford Road, serving the family of Laura Jade Blanton. Frank Holtzclaw, 89, of Cliffside, passed away Wednesday at his daughter's home. Services will be held 3 o'clock this afternoon at Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will follow Cleveland Memorial Park, Masonic rites being observed. Family will receive friends from 1:30 until 3 today, prior to the service at the funeral home. Memorials may be made to Hospice of Rutherford County or to Cliffside Baptist Church, Harrelson Funeral Home, Cremation Service, serving the family of Frank Holtzclaw. Ada Benfield, 97, passed away Monday, March 27th. Service will be held 3 o'clock this afternoon. 3 o'clock this afternoon, Second Baptist Church. Family will receive friends in the sanctuary from 1:30 until the hour of service. Paget King Mortuary, Crematory Service, serving the family of Ada Benfield. Richard Lewis Johnson, 71, passed away at his home March 23rd. Memorial service will be held 1 o'clock this afternoon. Crow's Mortuary. The family will receive friends following the service. Memorials may be made to Hospice of Rutherford County. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Service, serving the family of Richard Lewis Johnson. Donna Patricia Ellard Cope, 75, of Marion, passed away at her residence March 25th. Memorial service will be held Sunday, April the 2nd at 2:30, Glenwood Baptist Church. Family will receive friends from 1:30 until 2:30 prior to the service at the church. Memorials may be made to the American Cancer Society Beam Funeral Home, serving the family of Donna Patricia Ellard Cope. Carolyn Hall, 79, of Forest City, passed away Wednesday at her residence, a native of Rutherford County. Graveside service 2 o'clock Monday at Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. Body will lie in state from 9 until noon at the funeral home. Memorials may be made to Hospice of Rutherford County. Harrelson Funeral Home, cremation service, serving the family of Carolyn Hall. Alan Dale Metcalf, 61, of Forest City, passed away Thursday at Hospice. A native of Rutherford County, graduate of Chase High School. Service 2 o'clock Monday, Paget and King Chapel. Burial will follow Eternal Hills Memorial Park. The family will receive friends from 1 until 2 p.m. at the mortuary. Paget and King Mortuary crematory service, serving the family of Alan Dale Metcalf. Raleigh Godfrey, 86, of Forest City, passed away Thursday at Hospice. In honor of Raleigh's wishes, no formal services will be held. Harrelson Funeral Home, cremation service, serving the family of Raleigh Godfrey. That's the obituaries we have at this time, brought to you by Crow's Mortuary Crematory Service.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
First of all, this morning, going to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, Deputy Butron. How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. Hope you're doing well.
I am. Thank you. What do you have for us?
In the past 24 hours, sheriff's officers have responded to 118 calls for service. The jail has processed 10 arrests. There's currently 179 incarcerated in the county jail. For incident reports, Amy McMurray reported a financial card transaction fraudulent. For arrest reports, Desania Christy Alexander was charged with possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver a Schedule II controlled substance. Susan Eileen Dowdell was charged with possession of marijuana paraphernalia, simple possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Ronald Joseph Cooper was served with a warrant for 2 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Justin Robert Buckner was served with a warrant for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Panpisso Bird was served with 2 failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Adam Kyle Tipton was charged with second-degree kidnapping and assault on a female. And Cesar Velasquez was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on a misdemeanor. That's all we've got for today.
Okay, we appreciate it. You have a safe weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Going to 911 Communications, and Lindsay, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. What do you have for us?
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 296 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 60 EMS under law enforcement, 118 Sheriff's Office, 50 Forest City, 1 Lake Lure, 21 Rutherfordton, and 19 Spindale. Under fire calls, Bills Creek and Forest City both had fire alarms, and that is all.
Okay, we appreciate it. You have a safe weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have you memorized every public restroom on your way to work? Sat through too many meetings with horrible stomach pain? Is no energy your new normal? It's time to spill your guts. Urgent diarrhea, chronic stomach pain, and extreme fatigue can be signs of Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation can help you learn more and even find a specialist. Don't keep your symptoms to yourself. Get help today at spillyourguts.org. That's spillyourguts.org.
Heading now to beautiful Bostic and Vern Upton. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Well, good. Well, over here in Bostic, we have a temperature of 66 degrees. Today's the first day of April. Fire department had no calls, but there will be some of the volunteer firefighters at the department today. Bostic Lincoln Center, right at the railroad tracks here in Bostic, is open from 10 to 1 today. Don't forget to go by Washburn Store on Bostic Sunshine Highway and check all their items out and get them to make you a delicious sandwich. In Bostic Florist, stop in if you need any Easter flowers or lilies. Go in and check Bostic Florist out. And also, there'll be a community Easter celebration, Washburn's Community Outreach, today from 10 to 12 noon. Crafts, games, Easter egg hunt. Lunch will be provided, hot dogs, chips, dessert, and drinks. Bring chairs, blankets to eat on the ground, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.
Okay, you have a safe weekend now.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Coping 19, brought to you by CDC and the Ad Council.
With everything going on, there may be times you feel like you can't handle it all. Journaling, meditating, and talking with friends and family can help you feel more grounded and better able to cope. Your kids are also going through a lot of new experiences, and simply talking with them about their feelings can be quite powerful.
Find more self-care and coping tips at coping-19.org.
Going to Sunshine Cherry Mountain District now. Sue Price. How are you, ma'am?
Good morning, Tom. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I am, thank you. Just waiting on the rain, I guess, and the wind.
Oh, goodness. Dread that wind.
Just batten down your hatches and
yeah.
Bring in your lawn furniture. That's about it.
Well, let's see. I didn't have any calls from the fire department. Don't have anything on my church calendar for Duncan's Creek today. On my personal calendar, I have a birthday tomorrow for Libby Green, so I hope Libby's going to have a good day. And nothing on First Broads for today or tomorrow. Fairview has nothing on theirs for today or tomorrow. They will be having an Easter sunrise service starting at 6:30 with a fellowship and breakfast after the service. And so far, that's the only announcement I have. It's just quiet and calm over this way. Looking for a good windy day. I hope you'll have a good day, Tom.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Same to you. Stay safe now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cancer can feel like something we can't do anything about, but you can. There are screening tests that can catch cancer early when it may be easier to treat. Begin cervical screening at age 25. At 45, start colorectal and breast screening. At 50, discuss lung screening with a doctor. Find resources for free and low-cost screening at cancer.org/getscreened. This is a public service message from the American Cancer Society.
Did you just look down at your phone? You did it again, didn't you? You know, you're flying down the road in a 3-ton hunk of steel, and a text takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's long enough to travel the length of a football field and cause some serious damage. Turn it off. Trust me, whatever it is, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextsStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Going to Shingle Hollow now, and Tina White. How are you, ma'am?
I am doing great this morning, Tom. It is a good rainy morning up here, 65 degrees in Shingle Hollow. How are you doing?
Doing fine. I think it's dry right now. It's probably headed our way, though.
Yeah, I see clouds. They look like they're headed down toward Rutherford.
Oh yeah, well we're
pretty good.
You're
prepared for it. Huh?
I got my rain jacket, so I'm okay.
It might be too windy for an umbrella today.
Yeah.
But boy, yesterday was a beautiful day.
Boy, wasn't it though? Perfect day.
So up here in Shingle Hollow, we have one birthday. It's on Pilgrim Way Baptist Church calendar. It's for Daniel Harris. I hope he has a wonderful birthday. As far as I know, I haven't heard from the fire department, so I'm hoping that means they were all quiet. And there's no anniversaries that I see. And the only announcement that I have is for White House Community Center. They are still selling the Boston Butts with a pint of slaw and a pint of sauce for $45. And you can still order those. You pick it up on Friday at 7 p.m. Friday, April 7th between 4 and 6 p.m. there at House Community Center. And the contact number is 755-4319. And that's all I have this morning.
Okay, we appreciate it. You have a safe weekend.
You too, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale, 828-287-9197.
Hello, I'm Jose Hernandez, and I have been using a wheelchair since my accident in 1995. I guess if I had one message for the general public, it would be that I appreciate your help. But please, ask first. I know you mean well, but I've actually got everything under control. And if I don't, I'll ask for assistance. People with disabilities just want the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
This is a message from United Spinal Association. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
At the Union Mills now, how are you, ma'am?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing on this Super Saturday day?
Super Saturday, soon to be soggy Saturday.
Yeah, and wet and windy and all that. all
whatever,
the above.
whatever weather you want, we're going to have it.
That's right. It'll be today.
Everything except snow and ice. That's about it, you know.
And everybody be careful and be on your toes because today's April Fool's Day.
That's right. You might got. You might get April fooled. I know I have several times, and I've pulled a few in my day too. Some good ones.
I told this yesterday morning, but I can remember years ago when I first started doing this, Jim pulled one on me, and he was just as dead serious as can be.
Oh, yeah.
And I believed him.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And back when I worked with him at WBBO, he got on one day and he said, "This is my last day. This is my last broadcast," and did it during his whole shift. And then at the end, he said, "This is my last broadcast for a week. I'm going on vacation. See you next week." And that was it. People got upset about that.
He was something else, I'll tell you. But I enjoyed all the years of talking to him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see. I've got 58 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays today or tomorrow, but tomorrow is Palm Sunday. And in ways of announcements, Gilkey School Community Center Easter egg hunt and Easter Bunny will be there. Can take pictures with Bunny. Refreshment starts at 12:30 p.m. And in case of rain, it'll be on the inside. And I think that's today because the information I got said it will be Saturday. So this is Saturday.
Yep, it is.
And then Thelma City United Methodist Church at 301 Thelma City Road, Junior Mills. Spaghetti supper. That'll be this afternoon from 4 p.m. until adults $10, children $5, under age 5 eat free, and they have takeout orders available also. Then Friday, April the 7th, at the Union Mills Learning Center, 6 p.m., chicken sandwich meal, $6, 7 p.m., homegrown band will open. The music program for Jordan River Band from South Carolina, no admission, but they do have a tip jar available for the band. And so far, that's all I got going on, Tom, so I guess you better mosey on down to Ellenburg and see if Sweet Thing's doing okay.
I will mosey on down, see if he's got his coffee and biscuit.
There you go. You have a good weekend, Tom.
You too, ma'am. Stay safe.
Okay, catch you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
America has a dire nursing shortage. Nurses have been overworked and overwhelmed all through the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, there aren't enough nurses for all patients. Without a nurse, you may not get care, even in an emergency. The American Nurses Association calls on our nation's leaders to provide short and long-term solutions that support nurses' safety, health, and well-being. We must have a strong nursing workforce now and for the future. Nurses have always been there for us. Let's be there for them.
Heading to that peaceful little hamlet of the county now, and the April Fool of Rutherford County, Sweet Thing, Luther Gilligan. How you doing, sir?
Okay, the day is April Fool's Day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
My day. But we're doing great down here, though. It's a little cloudy. No, it's a lot cloudy down here. Pretty much cloudy all over. But it's quiet this morning. Everybody's just sleeping in, sitting in, laying in, enjoying an extra cup of coffee. Hoping it'll go ahead and rain where they don't have to mow the grass. But then going on, Fire Department didn't have anything yesterday, and they all slept last night. Everything going good. So I wish you have a good day up there. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, sir. Have a safe April Fool's Day now.
You take care, too.